Charlie.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Ready?
Hold on, sweetie. I need to turn this volume up a little bit. Hold on, Q.
Is that louder?
Q, say something.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, sucker.
So here's the button.
Which one is the one that turned down?
This one's up. This one's down.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready, Q.
You said what?
I said I'm ready.
All right. Going in and out. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You going in and out?
Oh shit. Hold on, Q. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or what. Hold on, Q. I'm gonna use the laptop. This shit.
The hardest thing I had. What a famous. Yo, this your boy Q Bar, and y'all already know I'm the host of the Barcode Podcast 414. Y'all see the shirt? How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this Sunday evening? Yeah, Sunday evening, man. Back with another live. I'm waiting for my boy Charlie to, load up so we can we about to do something every Sunday, y'all, where we're gonna be, we first of all we're gonna talk about the Milwaukee Pro-Am. Shout out to my little bro Dwayne Wilson. He brought it back. It's every Thursday and Friday. He gonna tell us everything. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to see some good basketball from the pros, you know, he gonna tell y'all the info. Y'all pull up. But if y'all do me a favor right now, if y'all watching, please share this stream, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of y'all. Like I said, I'm waiting for Charlie, and we also got a special guest today too. So we about to see if Charlie connection is up to par, and I hope it is. I'm about to get on his tail about this, man. So, and another thing, y'all see I got my boy Tony B, steak chips, got his hat on. He sell merch. I'm gonna play the ad after this live. Y'all go order some steak chips, man. You know what I'm saying? How y'all been? I know y'all ready to talk about some sports. I am as well. Let me see. Charlie, are you situated now?
I think so.
Why I can't see you?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on a laptop now.
Where's the permission?
Can you see yourself?
No, I can't.
I don't know. You got to get right. Waiting for Charlie. I know we live in Arizona, man, and the connection is piss poor. But no, we're gonna talk about Dwayne Wilson. He brought the Milwaukee All County. I mean, I said Milwaukee All County. I'm sorry. He brought the Milwaukee Pro Am back to Mount Mary. Well, before it was out in Greenfield. I don't know if y'all remember going to the ones in Greenfield, but he started that. So Sundays, it's supposed to be me and Charlie. We're gonna do the recaps of the pro am. We gonna have the stats. We gonna have the scores, the standing. The most outstanding player, all of that type of stuff. So we gonna try to see if Charlie, you know what I'm saying, gonna get it together. But I'm gonna bring little bro in, and like I said, special guest.
What
My
it
bro,
do?
what's good? What it do? What it do?
Man, I can't call it. What's the word?
Man, good man. You already know I'm doing good, man. How AAU go this weekend for y'all?
Man, all three levels, the 9U, 10U, 11U won the championship this weekend. So we got a clean sweep. They came and took care of business. This was this was their last tournament. So we was up in Madison. It was some pretty good competition, a few good teams, but they took care of business. I'm proud of them. They had a good year.
Yeah, for sure, man. And shout out to the program, man. For real.
Yeah,
Congratulations to them young men, man. Young boys, man. The kids, man. Shout out to them.
got to keep them going.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So let's see. Come on, man. I done did the introduction, man. I already got my special guest on here, man. You just want me to talk shit every week to you, huh, man?
You won't believe it's a new laptop here, and I had to click a certain little slide over thing, and there it is. My beautiful face is in the building.
There we go. Dang, man. Tell people who you are, man. Dang.
People. It's Charlie the Messiah. All right, there he is. I am in the building. Mr.
Yeah.
Wilson, it's a pleasure to be on here with you. I will say that, sir.
Man, how you doing?
Pretty good. I still have not forgiven you for the shenanigans you pulled back in 2018 in the Tulsa Lead championship game to help him get his 10th or 11th, whichever one it was, and which
Come on,
stopped
man.
my shine on being the up and coming. I was this close. I was this close.
The big bros called me. I had to pull up.
Come on, Charlie. Yeah, there's levels to this. No, but so we can get right into it, man, because I know y'all trying to get this out more because y'all brought back the pro am, man. It was originally well, originally in Greenfield High School. I know it was different locations or whatnot, but Dwayne Wilson is behind getting everything together, bringing back the Milwaukee pro am. How how did you orchestrate all that?
Man, for some years I've been, talking to Jim Ganzer about how we can, like amp up the pro-am, make it more competitive. Because when I came into college 2013, we had, at that time, Marquette was Elite Eight. So we had Jamil Wilson, Vanderblue, Todd Mayo, all of them playing pro-am. Then you got guys like Jerry Smith, Dupree, Dwight, all at that time, they was all in their prime, the older guys. So they was in the pro-am. So it was really competitive, especially for me being 19, 20, going against, the top pros in the NBA from the city or overseas. So, we just been talking over the past few years, and I'm like, I really want to get more involved because I got the platform on social media. I got the reach of just knowing different players from out of town, trying to bring some dudes in just to get a good run in. So Jim brought me on board, and I just been giving him ideas. I really been telling him, like, that social media is the way to get that, that get it back cracking. You putting stats out, pictures and videos. A lot of dudes want to come out and playing that. So I've been reaching out to all the pros that's in town or stopping by. Like we had JP Tokoto, he was in town for a few days, so he got to come out and play in the program. So really just trying to keep on making them competitive. Right now, we only got 6 teams, but it was so many people hitting us up trying to get a team, and Jim wasn't really expecting, a big outcome like this. So next year, we already working on trying to expand it to 10 to 12 teams.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be nice, man.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing the rosters, I've been seeing the names, and I already know you guys playing the right way, competing, all that type of stuff. And I heard this. Is it two like UWM guys on each team?
Yep. So each team is two UWM guys, and they got some talent. They got some kids from out of town, hoopers. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see how they actually hoop in the during the season, because I ain't really tapped into UWM much of who they got, but they done got some pieces. So yeah, we got two kids from UWM on each team. And then really, I mean, all the games being competitive. I believe it was 4 out of the 6 games went into overtime
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday. So it wasn't really no blowouts. Every game was coming down to the wire, whether it was game winning shots or going into the OT. So it's been real competitive.
And it ain't been like guys complaining or nothing, like
No,
to the refs or
yeah,
nothing.
see, I mean, the refs been doing a good job. It's been good with the fans, people coming out to support, and dudes really been locking in, trying to get after, especially with the pros that's been in it. It's a lot of dudes still trying to get into their flow. Like we had Dwight, he getting ready for TBT, so he stopped through last week and played twice. So we trying to keep it coming. I'm trying to invite dudes from Chicago and Detroit, other players I know, just to pop up. Really just trying to build that foundation in the city. Because I mean, we got so much talent here. There ain't no reason why we don't got a consistent program where dudes just, if you in town, come play. Or if you always here, you know what I'm saying, you get 2 games a week. You need that cardio and get them game reps also.
Yeah, I agree. Now, was it Dan? You said Dan, right? Who over all of this?
Jim Ganser.
Jim. Okay, so Jim, was it his idea to, put the 2 UWM guys on each team?
Yep, it was. So even when I was at Marquette, that's how we did it. So we'll have two Marquette kids, and then I don't remember if we had 2 UWM kids, but you always got to have at least 2 of the college kids on your team. The Marquette kids didn't do it this year because they getting ready to go to. I think they going. As a matter of fact, they going to Italy. They going out to Italy for the foreign exchange tour, like in 2-3 weeks, I believe. So Shock, I mean, he was with it, but he had to get them ready for that. So he didn't want no injuries or nothing like that. So I know next year, summer for sure, we're going to have UWM and Marquette. And I'm going to try to get the Wisconsin kids and Green Bay kids now too, and just keep on, you know what I'm saying, every year getting bigger and better.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. You got anything, Charlie?
No, I just think that when you think of the pro-am, it's a perfect opportunity. Iron sharpens iron. And I think that it's a perfect opportunity for those young guys, the college guys, to get insight on what it means to be a professional ball player and, an opportunity to sharpen their games up. So as they go into the season, it may be something they could take from you or to take from the White Bikes, Jarvis Williams, and those guys, you know what I'm saying? To take from you guys that they can put in their own bag. So when the season comes, they that next level up. So I think that's dope, man. That is dope.
Yeah, that's dope. And I know you had a long day, bro, and we doing a recap. And since we got you, right here, once we done discussing game 1, we can let you go. So we see game 1. It was Gruber Law Office, versus your team, Zern, right?
Yep.
I said it correct. Yeah,
Yep.
y'all winning overtime 80-75, man. And you had 16-5-5, man. And who's that? Lou Dillon, 14-5.
Dillon, yep.
Yeah, Lou Dillon. He had 14-5. Cottrell, what is it? Pulliam?
Yeah, I think he is sophomore, junior at UWM. KP, he nice.
KP, okay. And he had 13 points, man. But y'all fell short in overtime, man. What happened that game?
Man, really, we was really too loaded. We had JP Tuckertoe, Phil Nolan, Harrison Clear. We had about 12, 13 guys because I wasn't for sure who, some guys don't show, some guys may show. So I just was adding on. So we had a weird rotation. We couldn't really find that groove. So it was hard. They had about 8 players. They had some young guys. They had a solid group. They young guys on their team competed though. They made shots. They had a kid from UWM. I'm not sure what his name is, but he was pulling up from like half court.
Yeah. Was it happen to be Zach Howell or no? He had 23 points.
That gotta be him.
Okay.
That got to be him. He had a crazy little night. He was hitting everything, but it was it was a competitive game. It came down to the wire. I feel like in that overtime, they just made more shots, and they had another big man.
Phase on.
Yeah, for UWM, yeah, he had some key plays in that OT. He made some shots and had some key rebounds. So that was really that. It be the small things that separate you from winning and losing. So it really was more the rebound, second chance points. But we bounced back the day after that. But that was a good game to start it off though, because I think all the rest of them games that night also was real competitive too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What you got,
Speaking
Charlie?
of, sir, you do what Dwayne Wilson does. I'm hearing that you guys had to come back, right? Was that a comeback win? And you had a rough night at first, is what I'm hearing. Unless
Yeah.
that's bad jab that they giving me. Here you go again with your heroics. Okay. Turned it on just like so. I'm thinking that you guys are down 9 to 10 points within like 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
In the game, and you rally those guys back to finish the game with 32 points. Can you talk to us about what the communication was or what the vibes were like with 2 minutes left in? What happened? Because usually guys would be like, all right, y'all, we let this one slide. Let's try to get them the next game. What happened?
Yeah, we just wasn't going. Like we was in that huddle. We like, man, we not leaving out here with no L. Like we lost yesterday. We feel like we was playing around with them, giving them too much breathing room. And once you start making shots, the court, the rim just bigger for you. Everything started falling. So we were trying to prevent that from that having to go through that same situation. Shots just got to fall in my way. I got hot in that second half because I believe the first half I probably had like 5 points. First half maybe, and the rest came in that second half. I just got the feeling it got hot, but that was just one of them times where, the pros really show you who the pros, and it's that separation where you just really lock in. Like, all right, now let's lock in on D. Make sure we talking. Offensively, my team was just finding me in the right spots. Just a lot of ball screen. Getting to the cup, and actually Trey Palmer hit the game winning tip. I had missed a 3 in and out. He second chance point came in, tipped it for game right there. They had about like 1 second left after that, but it was a competitive game. And again, it was against Kid Rio, Xavier Jones, DeAndre Harris, and Raymond team. So they they had them young legs getting up and down, and they had one of them bigs from UWM was dunking everything.
I keep hearing about dude.
He was head at the rim, all that. So that's why it's so competitive, because you got the perfect mix.
Charlie 2.0.
I'm gonna see if you're gonna give him. I'm gonna see if you're gonna give him as much flag as you gave me.
He probably had a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Oh I had a phone call right there. That was a good ending, man. I finally had got my groove, so I was geeked to get back in that killer mindset, that killer mentality.
Dwayne, let me ask you this, man, because I've heard of you and I saw your highlights, right? And I watched the podcast that you have with Q-Bar. Right. And I just want to say that I have such a high level of respect for you even more, because I feel like I know you now compared to when I had to go up against you in that that championship game. Yeah. But I want to ask you this: what is the biggest misconception that people have about your overall game? When you mention Dwayne Wilson, what is the biggest misconception that people have about your overall game?
And I would say it's almost been the same thing since I was younger. A lot of questions on whether he a point guard or a shooting guard. People would be like, oh, he really can't dribble, he can't do that. But I just feel like I always just had a knack of scoring. Like it's just been that way since I started playing basketball. I just always been a scorer, and that's just been my game. So I never really try to define myself as a position. Like I'm a guard, I'm a combo guard. So I can play the point if I need to, all the ball screen reads, and I can slide over to the 2 if you need me for scoring. But for the most part, I always feel like that was my misconception.
And I think you can defend well too.
When I really lock in and get on, I mean, you know, I got good athleticism and strength now that I'm older too, and it's just more about just knowing the angles as far as defense. And as long as I'm in, you know, good shape and everything, I feel like I'm a good defender also. So I feel like that's something I added to my game because in high school I was not playing no defense.
You was cherry picking.
It took me to get to Marquette and to the point where you get to the points where you got to fight for your minutes and I was in a situation where it was like, either I'm gonna play defense or I ain't touching the floor at all. So, you know, you from
I will say this is that, you know, I knew you were athletic, but I don't think people talk enough about your shooting. Your shooting and your ability to make plays for others. You know,
right,
your craftiness. And so I think that's a very underrated aspect of your game that people fail to talk about. All they talk about is, you know, what we see in the videos. But if they
right.
really get and really watch, you know, film on you, wow, he can shoot, he can knock down a three. And I was on the other end of that, of course. But you know, I'm pretty sure the team that you just played caught a whiff of that, man. But I just think that don't get talked about enough. And you know, right now you currently averaging 24 points and 4.5 assists in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which I think is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Because you can come in, just be strictly a scorer, but that shows that you not only making plays for your team, but you making plays for others as well. So hats off to you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate that. And that's just more just knowing when to score, knowing when to get your team involved. And that's how I always try to think of the game. Like first half, it kind of depends. I'll shoot a few shots, and if it's hitting, okay, I'm gonna keep shooting. But if I, you know what I'm saying, miss one or two, all right, let me see who else go get hot. Because then I know second half, that's even when I played in Italy this year, like second half was always my halves. Like I knew second half is either, you know what I'm saying, back against the wall, either you go show up or you not. So that's what I always try to do in that second half, and just knowing when and when not to score. You got to be able to pick your poison and know, you know what I'm saying, when you got to be in attack mode or when you just got to be the general of the team.
Yeah, for sure. And D Wilson, man. Last question, dog, for you, because I know you had a long day, long weekend.
Yeah.
Y'all 1-1, right?
Yep.
What's your predictions? Don't be biased. Y'all got a real good chance of winning the
No,
pro
yeah,
am?
we most definitely got a good chance of winning. I feel like last week, you know, we had to go through that adversity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, like we came out kind of all year. I ain't seen JP and Field once in a while. We just happy to be back hooping. But them young dudes, like, man, we trying to prove a point out here.
Yeah.
We playing against all the big names. So they really locked
Yep.
in from the jump. So it took us a minute just to really snap back to reality. Like, shit, we got targets on our back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody seeing our team, like, oh, they loaded. They got this person, that person. So, you know what I'm saying? We got that target on our back. So I feel like that Friday, that was kind of our breakthrough game. You know, dudes really had to lock in and buckle down the defensive end, because that's what's really going to win. Whoever play defense in Pro-Am is, or any league, is the team that always go come out on top, who play the most unselfish offensively, and who communicate and rotate and just play the best D.
Yeah.
So I feel like we got some good defenders, and we got guys on our team that know they role. Like we got my cousin Chris Stovall that played at King in junior college, and Diamante McKinley, he played at junior college and NAIA, and like they just know they roles. Like they not coming out there I'm trying to make myself a name off high school. What I did, they out there just cardio, but they also trying to win and get better. So they come in, defend, hit open shots. You know, they stars in they role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel
That's
like that's something that we got over some of the other teams. And then we got the young UWM guys and the kid KP I'm telling you about. Like, you know, he kind of asking me questions, picking my brain. I believe he a junior, about to be a junior at UWM. But, you know, he picking my brain, asking me questions, you know what I'm saying? What you do off this bar screen or how you read this. So, you know, we got the young guys ready to buy in too, though. So I feel like we got a good group. And, you know, we been meshing well. We just still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. First weekend, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of basketball left. I lie. I do got one more question, but do you got something for him, Charlie?
Yeah, I do. And first of all, why don't you ask me who I think is going to win, huh? How about that?
You gonna go against D Wilson?
Yes. BJ Freeman.
Yeah, he tough.
He Listen, that brother can. It's nothing that brother
Hey,
can't do.
he was pulling up off the one leg. Like I almost think that's his normal shot. Is that his normal shot?
You know what? I had a chance, D. Wilson, to talk to speak with Shump, and that brother said he think he is just cruising right now. So when the lights, when it really matters, what y'all think is gonna happen?
And listen, I'm staying with the home team.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, we got
listen.
some weapons for that. That's what I'm saying. He out there when he first came out. I was like, yeah, he a little bit too cool. Like he had 40, but I don't think nobody on that team really was taking it personal. Like, all right, I'm gonna foul him one time, see how he responds to this. Like, or he comes to the basket, I'm gonna put him on the floor. Like, we gonna see when he get to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some defenders, Darvell, Trey. Like, we gonna throw some few different bodies at him.
Yeah.
Q, I did have something I wanted to ask Dwayne.
Okay.
Now, I'm glad that you said that you're a combo guard because I totally agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you offhand give me 5 NBA 5 underrated combo guards nobody really talks about in conversations that was just business?
Damn, 5. I'm
Give
thinking
me
2.
5. It ain't even got to be in exact order. Can you think of 5?
I'm going CJ McCollum.
Ooh.
Lou Will, even though he retired.
Ooh, that's a good one. That was a good one. Lou Will. That was a good one.
Man.
What about, can I help him out? What about Bradley Beal?
I feel like Bradley Beal really not underrated though.
He's overrated.
You think?
Yes.
You know,
I just think the situation in Washington, because if you go a year back or maybe 2, he was what 28, 29 a game.
That's how is that overrated? That's what I'm saying. We talking about
what
the
they
NBA.
winning.
That's the organization. They got to put pieces around. You traded John Wall. He had nothing but them, and they was getting like basically they was signing free agents, 10-day contract guys. Like they ain't have it. That wasn't a stable situation.
Bradley Beal.
Okay, that's 2. Okay, who you got 3 more? D Wilson.
I would say Drew Holiday.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday 3.
That's a really good one.
4, I'm going Anthony Simmons.
Yeah.
Nice.
He tough.
Like dude. Yeah.
And 5th.
Ooh, shit. You gave us both good ones though. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, and Simmons, he tough. I'm trying to think of this 5th one though.
Yeah, that's underrated.
Man, I see Jalen Brunson.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jalen Brunson.
I like that. Yeah, Jalen is what?
Thank you.
That was nice 5. I like that. I like that.
They be sleeping on him. Like everybody be disrespecting his game. I played against him in college. You see him and you be like, he ain't no shit. He slow. He not that man. He out there a bucket body.
Your bucket.
He play hard. He ain't ducking no smoke. All that. He nice. I love his game.
That's a great list, man.
Yeah, that's a great one. I promise you, D Wilson. This is the last question. Then I'm gonna let you go. Just for the people that's watching or probably gonna, see this live later. Tell them where they can catch the game at. Where what I'm saying, where it's at. How many days a week, all that type of stuff, so they know.
So I believe it's 3 weeks. So this was the first week. So we'll go this Thursday and Friday. So the first tip-off game is at 6 p.m. Then the next game will follow right after. So it's really 6 p.m., 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's free admission. It's at Mount Mary College. I believe it's at 92nd and like Burleigh.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Close to Mayfair. So we there every Thursday and Friday. It's competitive games. Dudes getting after it, some stop by and show some support. I know Midwest Ballers gonna be probably there this week or one of the weeks, so he'll probably be dropping highlights and different stuff from the outcome of the of the games. And then every Sunday we'll be doing this, so I'll be sending stats to Q Bar, then so we can give y'all a rundown and who showed out And I've been trying to just pub it more, trying to make it more, get to the point where we got our own Drew League and those type of pro runs like they got in Chicago. So that's the goal we pushing for sure.
Okay, yeah, and we here. And we here for you, bro. We gonna help you push it. Anything you need from me, let me know. I don't know if you're gonna get much help from Charlie because you've been kicking his ass for so long. But
That's one game, man. One too many. Yeah,
hey,
right.
We'll run into each other again soon.
Yeah, man. But no, I really appreciate you, D Wilson, bro. You get you some rest, man. Tell the boys, man, congratulations, man. Holding it down this past weekend, winning championships, man. Appreciate you, bro.
That, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, y'all take it easy.
You too,
all right.
man.
All right. Yeah, the Messiah.
What is wrong with you, Q?
What? I mean, what?
Why you gotta bring that up? It's already was tough enough to have him on his live because every time I see him, I just think of that him hitting them damn threes against me back to back like that.
Yeah. Man, my boy Johnny Wise, what's going on? It's a great look for me. Some I could put on my resume as a coach.
John, I'm gonna say this, brother. Okay, and I had to learn this. You are going to one thing, and it's the toughest thing to do when you're coaching is you got to start working on your rotations, man. If you're going to have that kind of firepower, you got to know the right personnel to have out there and to definitely work on your rotations. Got to start working on a way to build an identity as a coach. So I don't know what's being talked about, brother, and I believe in you, but man, listen, brother, you got some bad voodoo around you right now. You understand? They saying you don't belong in that leader there, and I believe in you, brother. I believe in you.
They doing him like that?
Yeah, man.
That's
listen,
another question I forgot. So is it like player coaches too, or you don't know either, Charlie? Is it like player coaches, or they got coaches in the pro-am? Or you talking about rep?
I know John is a coach. Trying up and coming, but I'm not sure they probably do have player coaches.
Okay, yeah, and we, just to finish on, that game one, Dwayne Wilson had 16, 5, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
A. Dillon, 14 and 5, and then you got the KP guy that had 13, and then Gruber, who won the game, of course. Well, not of course, but they won the game 80-75. You got Zach Howell, he had 23, and then Zach you had Breon Hurt. Now Breon Hurt had 17.
Stop right there, Q. Now, y'all are some evil souls in Milwaukee. Calling people fake pros. They didn't put that stigma around it. That young boy can ball. Okay, nice look. I like Breon, actually. Breon, shout out to you, fella. They hating on you because they ain't you where you at, brother. But don't let that, they calling that man a fake pro. That man can play. I never known him to shy away from anybody.
Yeah, he had 17.
17.
So that's really good numbers. That's game one. That's day one and game one. Mm-hmm. And you had 17?
Yes.
Keep pushing, young man. Keep pushing.
Yes, sir.
And then whoever was it, Faison Fields, 14 and 10. That's the UWM guy that was dunking everything.
Strong hands around the rim. Defensive anchor, knows how to. He reminds me of an old traditional big. When he gets that ball down there on the block, it's straight business. With this man, ain't no playing around. He ain't Euro stepping. He ain't shying away from the basket. He's going there. Oh, my wife is in the background. I'm sorry.
Hey, how you doing, wife? How you doing, sister?
Look, he is straight business. I look forward to seeing more highlights of him. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's gonna be really dope. Actually, if Midwest ballers can get like the rest of the pro-am for the next 2 weeks, and we can see highlights, and that's gonna be dope, man. I hope Midwest can, pull up and do that, man. That'd be nice for us guys that live out of town. Because I was texting D Wilson the other day, like, man, do y'all got a live stream? And I don't know if he, because they just getting everything back together. So hopefully it's in the works for the next one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So, but moving on, game 2, you got SkyG and USA, and then you have Nicole Ellis Foundation.
Yes.
They fell short Sky
again.
Gen came up with the win, 84-79. They also win in overtime. What you think about that game? Because it was these both of these teams put up some numbers.
Yeah, Langston Wilson is a stud, stud. 6 foot. He got to be about 6'8", man. Can do it all. Can do it all. 23 points, 7 rebounds. We already know what Jarvis is doing. I call Jarvis, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I call Jarvis the mini Carmelo Anthony. He reminds me so much of Carmelo Anthony, man. Just an all-around elite scorer. Dominic Ham, I thought he would have been out in LA with his father, but that young kid, he's at UW Milwaukee,
Well,
right?
he's at UWM, so yeah,
15 points.
he 15 points. 15 points. And really to go back to what you said about Jarvis, and he had 18 points, 11 rebounds. So that made me believe that he was picking his spots. I was actually on the phone with him when I was in LA, and I said, "Oh yeah, when you pick your spots, it's very, very tough to guard you." So for him to have 18 and 11, I already know he was picking his spots, and he had to, and he probably played that TBT role in the pro-am, grabbing them 11 boards. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Lyric Davis is an intriguing piece. Now I'm hearing he's back home playing and he's at UW. He is an all-around athlete, man. His athleticism is I haven't seen nothing like that in a while, actually. And he's so young, so he has so much potential, man. 24 points, 6 rebounds. I don't care. He could knock down the jump shot too, Q. He can, but I don't want to see him fall in love with that. But I know they in college they will develop his game furthermore to where they will have him shooting where he could be efficient
Yeah.
on the floor for sure. But man,
Yo.
it's like he can play big right now because their Milwaukee don't have too many. And maybe in this league they do because they're college kids, but if he's playing rec leagues in Milwaukee, you don't have too many bigs. It's very guard dominant, right? You may have a few wings that you kind of play out of position because of their height, and his athleticism allows him to play all 5 positions, really. But I'm looking here, man, 24 points, 6 rebounds. Zay Jones is another young cat. I think he played out at Martin Luther, and I'm not sure what his college status is now, but he produces a double-double. I really like the Mario Williams kid.
How? He had 11, 4, 4, and 3.
I like him.
Oh, you said you do like him.
Oh, yes. I like Mario. He's one that you constantly see him in the gym working. Raymond is really I can tell that the work is paying off that he's putting in, and Raymond is doing some great things with him because just off his showcase alone with in All County against you guys, the man played a heck of a game where many could have folded their first showing in at that magnitude, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at this kid and I'm like, man, he's not afraid of the moment, but I will say this, I don't think he's aggressive enough.
Yeah. Well, pro-am, day one, depending on who on the team, a lot of guys just like to play their role or let the game come to them. Yeah. But I do think that's the lead to learn how to, play aggressive. That's how you get your confidence. So you got a good point, but that's how I used to be. Like I'll be on the team, when I used to go to open gyms with Ricky and Joe Tucker and them. And I'm like, oh, I'm role player at Q-Bar. You feel me?
Yeah.
So probably just going through the motion. First day.
Man, that's DeAndre Harris, 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Double-double. That's 2 people on the team with a double-double.
That is.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And then what make it even tougher is they lost in overtime. So that's what make it tough. Like you guys are like rebounding.
So this
definitely
group
getting stops.
This group has suffered 2 heartbreaking losses. I don't know how many games there are, but I'm pretty sure that the window for opportunity is slowly closing for sure, man. This group here, because this group played against Dwayne Wilson on day 2, just under a different name, and they got up 10 with 2 minutes left, and you let that ride. So it's a lot of youth, a lot of room for growing on this team here. And that, young guys' mistake, man.
Yeah, young guys' mistakes, man. You know, the OGs always win when it comes to thinking the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Well, but
sir.
like you said, this is like learning, working on a craft and
Mhm.
also learning the game of basketball. That's what I'm saying. So I'm pretty sure these guys playing the right way. You feel me? So I hope they take all of them things and embrace it and really try to, you know what I'm saying, get better at it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
moving on though, game 3, dude, my boys fell short by 1. You know, Shunt Workouts versus IWB Sports
Yeah.
Apparel. Yep. 72-71. Shunt Workouts won. They won the game, man. And this BJ Freeman guy, 33 and 11 rebounds.
Of
Yeah, I
course they
definitely need to see some footage on him.
of
You
course
seen
they
him?
won. They got the best pro am player in the league.
You want to argue?
The best.
I see the. You know what? Go ahead. Don't
Listen,
start.
brother. Ain't nothing this guy can't do. Nothing he can't do. And then I'm like, okay, this is the pro am. Maybe they taking it. I heard Brad Newman couldn't do nothing with him. Jalen Addison couldn't do nothing with him. Chris Howell couldn't do nothing with him.
What? My boy Chris Howell couldn't do shit with him.
Shamar Newman couldn't do nothing with him. And those are no scrubs, man. Those are not scrubs. Those are elite players. Okay. Now, this goes to say what I was telling Dwayne Wilson. What the hell is he going to do when he faces BJ Freeman?
Oh, you heard what he said he's gonna do. They gonna lock in. They got bodies to throw at him. They ain't worried about that.
Yeah. Listen, whenever this man is shooting 1 foot off the 1 foot with ease, the scariest thing is Shump told me that it looks like he's cruising. This man is putting up 40 cruising. What do you think he's gonna do when he go full throttle? 60.
Oh my God, it's first week. Okay, it's first week.
I'm glad you
So
just
yeah,
said
it's first week, man. So when like Dwayne Wilson said, next week it's a different approach to the game. Come on, Charlie. I've been playing this basketball for a long time. I've been playing this game for a long time, man. It be like that. Like, oh, okay, cool. Next week, we gotta come with another gear. Like you said, a target on a back.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when a target on your back, you like, okay, I gotta bring it. Don't do that, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? You know.
This man is averaging 20, almost 20 in Horizon League, man. 22, almost 20 points in the Horizon League. This right here, he's probably coasting and putting up 30 and 40s, man. What you think? Listen, all right, piss him off if you want to and see what. Listen, I'm gonna say Shamar Newman couldn't do nothing with him. Brad Newman couldn't do nothing with him. Jay Addy couldn't do nothing with him.
Don't say Chris name.
Chris Howell
You said his
couldn't do
name.
nothing with him. These are elite players. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But Elijah Jameson, he had 16 and 6 rebounds, 16 points, 6 rebounds.
You know what? If Elijah Jameson could develop a consistent shot, he would be trouble. At rim, he's straight rack action. Nobody can stop him going to the rack. 16 points, 6 rebounds, man.
It's tough.
Business. Yeah.
Now you know this. Talking about this game is very touchy. All right, this the home team for me. Shout out to Shump Workouts. Shump, you put together a nice team because they are 2-0 right now, and my team is 0-2. Well, my team in spirit because I'm not coaching, but you know that was the first thing I asked Brad. Well, who's coaching?
Well, maybe they need to come together. That's what they do. Need to come together and pitch in on your round trip ticket to get you up there.
Dude, every Thursday and Friday. Ooh, I can do that, Charlie.
Well, just maybe 2 games out to they got it. You know,
Yeah.
It's the 15K.
I'm gonna have to call Brad and Chris and adding them and see what happened in this game. I mean, they only lost by 1 point, you know. But
yeah.
You got Deshaun Chisholm, 6 points, 10 rebounds. So
I love his game. Another traditional big. He has good footwork. May struggle against more athletic bigs, but for the most part, defensive anchor demands his presence in the paint. He don't shy away. Good footwork, man. I had him in
Yeah.
all county. About 6'4", 6'5", good size, in shape, man. He's serious about his craft or whatnot. He's in the gym working out, getting conditioning together, man. So hats off to him as well. 6 points and 10 rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Now, when you had him, when you was coaching, did you put him in the position, pause, that he needed to be in to be successful?
I think I did. A matter of fact, he reached out to me on Facebook and said, I did a phenomenal job coaching, sir.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
why don't you go watch the footage? Yeah, he had a hell of a first game. He played well the second game, too.
Oh, okay. Fell short, hun, Charlie.
Well, the white Mr. Bikes woke up, man. The white bikes and Jarvis happened, and Tyree, they happened. They that listen, they happened, man. They woke up, they was doing stuff that they weren't doing Saturday, man. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. They got me up out of there.
Yeah, okay. But hey, on the flip side though, my boy Shamar Newman, 11 points. Chris Howe, 13.7 rebounds. Jay Addy, 15 point. Addy, if you watching this, or if you will be watching this, I need you to get at least 3 rebounds, get a couple steals, and I want to see about 6 to 7 assists. Use that platform to, work on your craft, So
Can
if you
I say
watching,
something about Shamar Newman?
yeah.
That man deserves more opportunity in the city for what he's getting, and I think that he's capable of a lot more than what he shows, or what the opportunity, what people gives him. I could be wrong, but that brother is all right in my book. I had a chance to go out there to the yard lead and help my guy Ant coach, and that man pride himself on defense. He don't take away, and I can always appreciate a player that don't take away, and that's unselfish. But he said, "Look, we got to lock the fuck up." And
Yeah.
that man played some good defense, and it wasn't no more for. He had his man under control. Now, I wish the other 4 would have fell in line, but he didn't come out that second half. You keep him in there. He gonna give you that energy on that perimeter. You keep him in there. But I saw potential when he played for Team Fighting in the rep, and he was athletic as hell. But I was like, man, how come they don't give him more opportunity? When you was coaching that doggone team, sir. You and Meech.
Well, you know how I am. Like, I trust players, but I gotta trust you 100%, depending on what part of the game it is.
Yeah.
I think ahead like that, but I don't want to tell you too much, Charlie. I want you to, learn how to be a successful coach. You know what I'm saying?
I like him though. I
Yeah.
like him.
No, I know Shamar played the right way. If I had one bad thing to say about him, it's his demeanor. You can't read him. You don't know if he mad or he chilling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then and then you ask him a question and he give you the shortest answer.
I saw a lot of that too.
Like, oh my God. For a coach, coach don't like that.
No.
But other than that, Shamar, yeah, like you can't beat chemistry, playing with his brother, playing with Chris, Jay Addy. You already know they fam.
Yeah.
So chemistry there, he not backing down. 1 through 5. He gonna compete, run the floor. So yeah, shout out to my little bro. I ain't see my boy Brad Newman on there, man. I gotta call him, man. What you was on, man?
Donut.
Oh man, if Brad had a donut, man.
No, I never. Yeah, that don't even sound right. Maybe Brad didn't play.
No, he played.
And no points.
Yeah, he played.
That don't sound right.
Yeah, he played. Oh man. So moving on, man. What you want to move on today too, or you want to do stand-ins?
That should
What
be
you
a
want to do?
segment by himself. You need to get him on here. You need to explain that. You can't shit. 0 point. Yeah, we can go to game. Ain't that a day? Oh, yeah, we can go
Well,
definitely go to
day two, not game 2, but day 2. So day 2, game 1, my team fall. Well, my boys, not my team. My boys fall short again, but this time, well, I won't say short. They lost by 20 points. They got their ass kicked.
Man, wait a
So
minute.
yeah. So SkyGen USA 85, IWB Sports Apparel 65. You have Langston Wilson with 21-5. Who is that? Eric Pratt 20-5. Dwight Bikes 17-8. Jarvis Williams 14 points.
Wow. And then Friday, what the hell?
Yeah, 20 points. And
What the
if I'm
rest
not
of
mistaken, I don't make. I'm not the one for excuses. But when I talked to Brad did say they was missing a couple players, maybe 3. I know Chris Howell wasn't there. So Chris Howell wasn't there, and maybe one or another player or 2 wasn't there. So it could be a total of like 2-3 players that wasn't there. But they still got dubbed.
maybe it was time for getting their ass kicked the night before.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you doing, my boys, Charlie?
No, I'm just listen. I love them. I love them dearly, and
No, I know.
I hope they don't hop in my inbox giving me crap. But Brad Newman, I ain't worried about. He don't really say too much craziness to me. It'd be me reaching out to him talking crazy. But that damn Chris Howell might hit me and crack a few jokes or 2. But listen, Christian, the bright side is if they fully strength, I like them, especially with Christian Charles. That man's almost 40, putting up 25 and 14. Man, he about 7 feet tall.
Yes, shout out to Christian Charles, bro. Like you had a double, 25 and 14, and he's in top notch shape, bro.
Top notch shape.
Running the floor, he's competing, rebounding, like, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that him, Chris Howell, I got to see who their whole roster is. You know what I'm saying? But I would like, how Christian Charles 4-5 punch. It's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, dog. Damn! Shout out to Christian Charles, man. Put up some buckets, and then Brad had 15. Why you so hesitant to say that?
He did, but that Brad has performed well so many damn games that 15 seemed like a bad night for him. Expecting greatness.
Yeah,
I'm expecting
15 is like 15 either could be a bad night or he just going through the motion.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. But why go through the motion when you playing against a Dwight Bikes and a Jarvis, and you got Corey Lucius on his team and all that type of stuff there, right? No, it's time to turn up. But
that's a great point you bring, Q. And this is I was having this conversation earlier, and I just wish I could have asked Dwayne Wilson this. You're a pro, right? You're playing against other pros. And if I'm them and I'm coming to kick your ass, and so why coast? When you have the talents to just go crazy, why coast?
Yeah, well, I said one or the other, Charlie. He either played bad or he was just going through the motion.
No, but this is not aimed at Brad. I just have this is like in general.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I've seen pros come home and look average as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, Willie, I know you didn't play average getting overseas to get that contract, and you come back home and you're not. I don't think they're average, but it's like they kind of just cruising. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be looking for them to just set themselves aside on a whole nother, level. And I just
I'm torn between that. I really am. I am, and I'm leaning more towards. If you're gonna play average or go through the motion, don't even put your shoes on. Because I come from an era where every time I lace my shoes up, every time I get on the court, if it was at the park, college, rec, I'm bringing it.
Yeah,
I couldn't play around. You know what I'm saying? But I did say either or. But I can't see pros doing this because they're like, oh, I don't want to get hurt. They just want to. You're gonna get hurt playing nonchalant. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's why I said I'm torn, because that's the other part. Like, okay, I understand. You don't want to get hurt. You are getting, money, you know what I'm saying, to play basketball, professional basketball overseas, but it's almost like just go to the gym or work out if you ain't gonna come here and compete. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So my boy Brad will have a better week next week, and I can't wait till we go, live next week, sucker. You feel me?
Yeah, he this can't be it. If he playing, he ain't scoring, and then he giving me it's not good enough.
It's not good enough. Well, I'm rooting for you, Brad Newman. I can't wait for him to text you, sucker. Okay, Charlie.
And text me and say
Bear.
what? Junior better come correct. How about that?
He gonna say, "You poking the bear, Charlie."
Good. Because he ain't got no damn business playing no. I know he played over 15, 20 minutes. He played a good portion of it and putting up 0, but got 30-some points put on him.
Yeah. But okay, let me ask you this though. All right, so Brad had 15, all right?
Yes.
But the team that they played against, right? Guard heavy, well put together team. You got Jarvis, Dwight, Corey Lucius, Daryl Riley, all these guys, right? With
Yeah.
Brad skill set that that he have, Charlie, right?
Yes.
How much do you think Brad was supposed to get? And you've been seeing Brad play for a long time.
30, easy. At least 30.
Ooh.
I don't give a damn who's lined up in front of him. That man is a calculated player. He knows how to get to his spots and pick them well. Pick and roll with Christian Charles all day. They ass is gonna fight under the screen every time. Pie out, easy money. He wasn't aggressive enough.
He wasn't. Okay. I like that. So, okay. Yeah, I like that. Moving forward, day 2, game 2. You got Shump Workouts versus Gruber Law. Another overtime game. Shump Workouts won 75-72. Now on Shump Workout side, I only see BJ Freeman. 41 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Maybe Shump might be on to something. Maybe he is cruising, huh?
41, sir. Okay. The first game, jitters, but listen, brother. The second day, the very next day, these games were back to back, right?
Yeah. So Thursday and Friday, yeah.
Brother.
Back to back.
Oh, and look who is against. I'm highlighting it right now, Mr. Chris Howe.
No, that got to be a mistake. We all know Chris. Did Chris Howe switch teams and we don't know about it?
Listen, maybe they doing a lottery. I don't give. They putting together. They putting everybody against this man, huh? Maybe they putting them all in the hat.
Oh, you know what?
And trying them out.
They may have needed Chris Howe. Probably missed their game, and they probably asked Chris Howe to play the next game. That could be possible. Right?
Okay.
So, but my boy Chris Howe still had 15 points, 8 rebounds. Come on, don't do that.
No. Chris Howe he made me a believer, man. I was a believer at first. Now I'm a believer, but I ain't no believer when he facing against that BJ Freeman.
No, you funny, Charlie. But you also got the Faison. Is that the Faison guys that want to be dunking everything, right?
It's that strong hands joker, man. 22 points and 12 rebounds, man. Hey, Chris Howe and Faison complement each other quite well, actually. You know what I'm saying? That they really do. Chris Howe can finesse and play out a little bit, but Chris Howe has amazing footwork. I didn't know that. Amazing footwork. Amazing footwork when he get that ball. But Faison,
didn't you go to Jackson State?
I did, but I graduated in 08.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm about to say Chris went to Jackson State, so
he did. That's why I can't give him too much flack because he's a Jacksonian Tiger for life.
Okay. And then you got carry on. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Charlie.
Yeah, but I mean, the Faison and Chris, that maybe if those two can play with Brad Newman, that could be a nice little nucleus right there with J-Ad and Shamar and those guys, man. I can see that being, a nice little a core there. But I mean, Chris Howe, 15-8, Faison, 22-12, Quentin Kendricks, 11 points, and Leland March, 10 points out of Racine. I think Leland. You know who Leland is?
You said he from out of Racine?
Out of Racine. Tall. He not tall. Little kid. He like a little young fella, man. He got this like kid and play
Gumby?
fade thing going, but it's dreads, but it got longer, so it kind of hangs a little bit. It got a little funny little
I
hair
think I
thing
know what
going.
you're talking
But
about.
that kid can play some basketball, man. So
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I be wanting to just cut his hair off, like.
you know what? I kind of like the little hot top thing at first, but it got too dog. I don't know what the heck that is now. Yeah, like something living in it. Need to cut it too.
Cut it.
I just feel so bad, man. You know, his head probably all that hair is probably just dragging his head this way. Hey, he caught a body too. I don't know if it counted for a dunk, but he dunked on my boy Sean, and I don't appreciate that.
Body to body.
Q, can we make something? Can we make something known real quick?
Yeah.
All you Milwaukee players, hear me and hear me good. Damn it, if I see one more individual highlight of you scoring 8 points, 6 to 8 points, but your team got blew out by 20, I'm going to slap the hell out of you when I see you.
Who the hell did that?
Man, it's plenty of them. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing a doggone highlight, and then I look at the box scores, and they getting beat by 15 or 20. So what you really playing for, sucker?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
what are you playing for?
Not winning.
Sheesh.
Everybody want to get a highlight, Q.
Yeah. And everybody want to highlight. Where was the highlights at when we was in high school? Would have been really, really beneficial for us.
Oh, you know who would have had a sick mixtape?
Daryl Brownlee,
B. Lee, Mario Johnson, Tojo.
I'm gonna throw Little Billy in there.
Yes, Little Billy, definitely. Yes, those guys. That man.
Oh, I'm throwing Willathon in there too, though.
Yes, Willathon. Yep. Crazy mixtape.
Yeah, man, I'm throwing myself in there too. I
there
scream out every block I got. Give me that shit.
Look, listen, man, a crazy mixtape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So moving on to game 3.
What we got?
I know we touched on it, pause a little bit with Dwayne Wilson when he was on live. This is the game that D. Wilson had 32. They won by 2. So Zern 75, Nicole Ellis Foundation 73. That's the game that went into overtime. This Milwaukee Pro-Am we talking about. This is a recap. This is when Dwayne Wilson, he was just on live with us not too long ago. I believe he said he had what?
32.
5.
Oh,
he had 32, but what did he say? Like 5 points in the beginning of the second half or the first half? Yeah, the first half, and he turned around and had 32 and won a matchup against Nicole Ellis Foundation. So, he kicked into another gear.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and then I had to sit back and have deja vu of him doing it to me. First of all, pause. Second of all, I'm hearing DeAndre Harris stunk it up. And I said, no, that can't be. Not DeAndre Harris. And they said, yes, DeAndre Harris. I said, no, you're lying. They said, yes. I'm hearing he was shooting bad shots after bad shots after bad shots, turning the ball over. I'm hearing that Mario Williams turned the ball over in crunch time. It was looking, you saw Space Jam when they took the powers, right? And that's what happened. Yes, with a minute left. And it was bad, man. I'm hearing it was bad. It was bad. And John, if you are on here, brother, that's that bad voodoo I was talking about, my friend. Man, it ain't too good.
But this the thing, though, Charlie. Like, shout out to my boy D. Harris. That is my guy. But when coaching him, you can't have him on the ball. If I ever coach D. Harris, I'm going to make sure that he's off the ball. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he's the scorer. I mean, he's been doing that, since, Washington?
Well, yes.
Yeah, he's been doing it since Washington. So when it's in a league like this, because he can compete with them guys, but you can't have the ball in D. Harris' hands. You can't have the ball in D. Harris' hands like controlling the offense is not going to work. I think D Harris would be much better. You got to put him in situations to be successful, right?
Yes.
So quick hitters, let him pick his spots. Boom, boom, do your thing. But coming down, facilitating, nah, it's not going to work. Shout out to my dog D Harris, though. He still had 11 points, 5 rebounds. I can't see the assists. So
what do you got? Four. Give me four assists.
4 assists. And then you got Zay Jones. He had 11.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Then it was this Davis kid, man, 20 points.
Yep, 20. There we go. That kid with that cylinder. That's very athletic. Listen, but this team has a Raymond, a proven vet, knows the game, knows how to work these young guys because he trains them. And John only plays him 3 or 4 minutes out of an entire game. That's unacceptable.
Well, I'm not gonna attack John. You know why? Because it just come with the trust. And coaching is really situational.
True.
Like I'm gonna use Jay Addy for example. You remember what was it? The first year I won All County?
Yes.
I didn't play him for like 2 games straight.
That's correct.
Like at all. And then Brad hurt his finger. And it's like, come on. Boom. He played the way he played, right?
Yep.
Fast forwarding. How do you think Jay Addy minutes was this year in All County? It was like up and down.
It wasn't consistent.
Situational. I had to tell Addy, it's nothing personal towards you. It's just situational. You gotta understand that when it comes to coaching, bro.
Well, John should have told one of them jigaboos it was hey, this is situational. Because if they can't bring the ball half court at least without getting it stripped, at least get Raymond in there, somebody that can control pace of the game and protect that. You're not stripping Raymond just straight up. I'm talking about. I was told these guys was getting stripped clean.
Yeah, you gotta have Raymond. You gotta have Raymond in there.
That's
Raymond,
what I'm saying.
Former pro. He's still active right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got the Homer Simpson belly, he's still like playing and getting after it though. Shout out to Raymond though. But yeah, you gotta have Raymond in there, man. Situational, man. Like you said earlier, it's about rotations, bro. So
Yeah.
Johnny probably got to work on rotation. That's very, very key, bro. Yeah,
He get that, he'll be good.
yeah. But Zern, man, you got what is it, Vinko Polovic?
Oh yeah, 10 points.
10
Trey
points.
Palmer, 11. KP, 11.7 rebounds, man. Them boys turned it up, man. I know they didn't want to go 0-2.
Yeah. They had D Wilson like, no, we can't go 0-2, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good week. That's a good week. And like I said, well, like D Wilson said earlier when he was on the live. So this is the first week. They play Thursdays and Fridays. They out there or 92nd in Burleigh at Mount Mary University. First game started at 6 or 6:30. So I think it's a 6, 7, and 8 o'clock game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 6, 7, 8 o'clock game. Mount Mary free of charge. You know, bring the fam out if y'all got time. See some good basketball. You know, really, really good event. D Wilson is, bringing it back. I'm pretty sure it's gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to grow and be like it was when it was in Greenfield. Charlie, you used to go when it was in Greenfield?
No. I never heard of the Pro-Am. You see, back in 2018 was my first time really coming on into the basketball community. So I had learned about it. And I wanted to go when it was at MSOE at one summer. I wanted to go check it out. But, it was right before we left. But I got a good word of it, man. So no, but I did some digging and some research on it, and man, Deontay Burden and Dwayne Wilson, Glenn, and you guys, man, a few heavy hitters been playing in it for a while, man.
Yeah, for sure. So me and Charlie, pause again. We're gonna take turns. I'm gonna do the standings. Charlie's gonna do the points per game, the averages, the scoring leaders. So the standings right now is 6 teams. So you got Shump Workouts. They're 2-0 right now. Top of the food chain. And then you got SkyGen USA. They're 2-0. They second place. You got Gruber Law Office. They 1-1. You have Zern. They 1-1. You have IWB Sports Apparel. They're 0-2. Oh my God. It just hurt. Just to know Brad and Chris and them on that team, it hurts to say that. But they're 0-2. And then you got Nicole Ellis 0-2. So, and Johnny said this.
Brother, put down the Jack Mac, would you? Drinking that money or put it down. Awesome, damn, you're gonna win it all. Brother, first you gotta get it together within in-house first. Once you get that together, then you might get you might get you about a win or two. I don't know, man. The talent is there, brother. It is on the coaching.
Ooh,
how about
you
that?
putting the pressure on him now. You putting the pressure on him.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, Johnny, you better come with it, bro.
I'm gonna have John watching all type of Bobby Knight, Coach K videos, motivation videos, all half-court schemes, defensive scheme. Brother, get it together, man. That's too much talent over there for you to be having for those young bucks to be 0-2, and they believe in you, Johnny.
Okay, go ahead. Scoring leaders. Charlie's gonna name the points per game, the averages.
So at the top of the hill, we have Mr. BJ Freeman, shunt workouts, averaging 37 points a game. Sir Christian Charles is averaging 25 points with IWB Sports Apparel. Then we have Dwayne Wilson, Team Zern, who's currently averaging 24 points a game. Learic Davis, from Nicole Ellis Foundation, who's currently averaging 22 points. Langston Wilson, young stud from SkyGen USA, is currently averaging 22 points. Okay, Marcus Browning from iDub Sports Apparel, averaging 21. Gruber Law has two players back to back. We got Zach Howell with 19 points a game, Faison Fields with 18 points a game. They both played all these scheduled games so far, so it ain't a fluke. These guys are the real deal. All right, and then we go on to Jarvis Williams, a.k.a. Baby Mello, SkyGen USA, averaging 16 points a game. And then we go to Chris Howe with iDub Sports Apparel, averaging 14 points. And last but not least, the White Bucket Bikes, SkyGen USA. He's currently averaging 13 points a game in the two games that he's played.
Yeah, and I'm happy. You know what? I got to talk to Brad. Why is my dog name not on there? Yeah, we got to have a serious talk.
He can't even get in.
What's going on, right?
Can't even get in. His name ain't on the list.
Well, you know what? Charlie going to be nice again, y'all. And read the rebound leaders. Let's get it, Charlie. Yeah, you got that one?
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. Sir Christian Charles. I'm gonna call him Sir Christian Charles. Show respect. 14, averaging 14 rebounds a game from iDub Sports Apparel. Faison Field from Gruber Law is currently averaging 11 rebounds a game. BJ Freeman. Shunt workouts, man. 11 rebounds a game. And then we got Markeith Browning, iDub Sports Apparel. He's currently averaging 8 rebounds a game. We go back to shunt workouts here. That kid Sean Chisholm, who I was talking about with the great footwork, he's currently averaging 8 rebounds a game. And then we go to John. John has two guys that's currently averaging either 8 or close to 8 in Zay Jones and DeAndre Harris. All right. The White Bikes, and so SkyGen has the White Bikes and Jarvis Williams, who are currently averaging 7 rebounds a game.
Yeah. And you see DeAndre Harris got 7.5 rebounds.
7.5 rebounds.
That's what I'm saying.
7.5.
Get that man off the ball. He might be an MVP candidate. Don't let that go over your head. You're hearing this from Q-Bar. And you got Dwight, Jarvis, all these guys in there. Just got to go under the right coach.
That's a good list.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So, man, thank you, Charlie, for doing that, man. So,
no problem.
Yeah, so you already know Charlie does this for the Rep Your Loved One leagues. He do the recaps. and I appreciate you so much. Doing the Milwaukee program recap on the Barcode Podcast 414. Appreciate you, Cuss.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you. Yep,
Yes,
yep,
sir.
yep. And we gonna do this every Sunday. We typically gonna me and Charlie gonna touch bases on Saturday and see what's a good time. Some weekends it may be Saturday depending on me and Charlie's schedule, but right now it's Sunday, so we don't want to confuse y'all. All right, so but appreciate you, Charlie. And before we even get off the live, all these names you've been seeing, right?
Yeah.
I need an MVP
Of the league,
of the league.
BJ Freeman.
All right, who gonna come second? Basically, runner up.
Faison Fields.
Who gonna come third? Pause.
Larry Davis.
Okay. Rebound leader.
Ooh.
Or no, well, I guess we can't do defensive player of the year. Christian Charles averaging 14. I want to do that, get awards.
I can tell you who ain't gonna be defensive player of the year.
Ooh.
Not Chris Hall, not Brad Newman, not Jay Addy, not Shamar Newman.
Wow. I hope
How
y'all
about
seen
that?
this.
Look, that Joker got one. Brad only got one dosage, but Chris Howell got the double whammy. How about
He
that?
got the double whammy. Yeah. All right. Last one, Charlie. Who you think gonna win the championship? What team?
Oh, see, I shunt workouts, man.
You going for Shump?
Shunt workouts, man. Shunt workouts, man.
So
Come on, man.
Shump
Listen.
Workouts is gonna win the Milwaukee Pro-Am.
He has the best player in Pro-Am, and that's currently 2-0 right now. They've been battle tested, and that brother, as long as he keep playing the way he's playing, ain't nobody gonna beat them, man.
I got Dwayne Wilson now. No bias stuff. They got JP Tokoto. Once them guys figure it out, they 1-1. They got Trey Palmer. They got come on, man. That's 3 pros. I mean, I guess the whole league is pros, but I'm gonna go with Dwayne Wilson now. We gotta come. So what? In 2 weeks, we'll know the results.
Now, is this every week or every what? How does it?
I want to say they play every Thursday and Friday. So I know he said it's 2 more weeks.
Okay, we will.
So, yeah. So we would know in 2 weeks. So you going for Shump?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
My boy, Dwayne, I'm going for Zern. I got Zern winning the championship.
What are they? Fourth in rankings right now.
They 1-1. They 1-1.
4 out of 6.
1-1.
Sound like a little Cinderella-ish to me.
1-1.
You know what, Q? I'm not.
Yeah,
brother.
But no, we appreciate y'all, and you already know this your boy Q Bar. I'm the host of the Barcode Podcast 414. Man, if y'all watch this live, I appreciate y'all so much on this Sunday evening, man. And do me a favor, just share the live stream. Share the live stream. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all subscribe to the Barcode Podcast. And then my boy Charlie, he got something. So we gonna be we working on this right now, right? This first week, just like first week of Pro-Am. First week of this. So when I say, yeah, when I'm done saying my stuff, you supposed to say, and this your boy, the Messiah.
Well, first off, I thought I was trying to think of a theme song to play on the table while I say Charlie the Messiah. It'll come sooner or later. It don't matter. Listen, Brad Newman, you want a hot seat sucker? You can do all that in rep, baby. All you want to, huh? Boy, I tell you, when I brag on you quite a bit, you disappoint me. You jive turkey, you.
You got a great point. I like that you said that. So we gonna touch bases on this, Charlie, but let's definitely once we get the stats, let's have like the MVP of that week, like whoever played like good Thursday or Friday, and then 2 guys that's in the hot seat. Then they're played like bad on Thursday and Friday. If we can do it like that, because that's rotating like 4 people. You feel what I'm saying? So that'd be cool, have, the highlight of the guys that played good and the guys that didn't play so good. Tell us why the hell you played so piss poor.
Oh, you gonna have these guys. Listen, man, ain't no filter with me, man. I'm gonna give it to these guys, just raw and rugged, man. I hope don't nobody whoop my ass after this, man.
Well, you got to say pause after that. I'm gonna give it to these guys, raw and rugged. Yeah, pause. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, Charlie.
I can't say nothing, man. What is this? What society has come to, man? You can't say nothing these days.
Well, I'm just saying, dog. I'm gonna give it to these guys, raw and rugged. That's a pause.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, look at Meech. Yeah, Sky Gen, coached by Meech, is 2-0. Uh-oh. See, you got to think, Charlie. You already know why Meech 2-0, man. I took him under my wing. I took Meech under my wing, man. Meech was in the background saying, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he 2-0, man. Congratulations, Meech, man, and Scott, man. But
man, please.
I still got Zern winning the championship. All right? I still got them winning, Charlie. I'm sorry, Meech. I'm sorry, Brad, Chris Howe. I got D. Wilson and winning it.
Meech won't last the season.
Now, the Whitening will be tough, though. But if they losing Dwight to TBT, that leaves well, I guess you still got Corey. But you got Corey, you got Corey Lucius, and you still have Daryl Riley. And I want to say they picked up little Charlie too. That's 3 small guards. Y'all know I love them 3 to death, but they're too small, man. I don't know.
That's too small. They what are they doing?
I don't know. But man, thank you, Charlie. I'm about to wrap it up and give me something to eat. All right. You got any last thing before you get off? The Messiah.
Yeah. Get y'all shit together. Suckers.
All right, Charlie. Appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah.
So
that's what we're gonna do, y'all. Every week we just gonna do pro-am recaps. I think it's gonna be real, a real good thing, man. Like I said, take the families, good basketball. Man, for sure, Meech, love you too, dog. Yeah, we just gonna be doing recaps, man, and D. Wilson, teamed up to get this back going and stuff. And T-Boy, what's going on? You could have went another hour. Man, Jesus. You know how you are when you hungry, T-Boy. But yeah, every week we just gonna be doing recaps. It's a lot of guys that played in the NBA or Division I right now or overseas that play in the Milwaukee Pro-Am. So, go support. I'll actually put the days and the times in the comments. And if y'all got time to go see good basketball, man, go take the fam out, get you some fresh air. All right. So another thing, tomorrow, y'all know episodes drop every Monday. So tomorrow I got my first Community Vibes episode with my brother, Mark Campbell Jr. Y'all know him as Little Mark, but check that out for me. Real good interview. He gave us a tour, explained everything, from the beginning to the end. He take us a tour, take us on a tour of the building. Tell me how y'all like it. And the most important thing, y'all, before I let y'all go, subscribe. Subscribe to the Barcode Podcast 414 on YouTube. And I will appreciate it so, so much. And y'all already know I will. All right. Love y'all. Be safe. And yeah, tune in and subscribe. Q-Bar out.